This section discusses the various snap modes in the flowsheet, applied when creating a model and represent a system in a preferred user format. Also discussed on the succeeding slides are handling grids on the flowsheet and navigating across models by zooming in and out of components. However, as we start, it is worth mentioning that flowsheet snap modes do not intend to represent accurate drawings expected in a CAD package. Let's start with the different snap modes. The orthogonal snap is applied on 2D representation of hydraulic models. This mode is relatively easy to understand visually, as the arrangement of components in the model are presented in a more simplified manner. When orthogonal mode is engaged, square mesh arranged 90 degrees in the flowsheet is shown and can be used to guide the arrangement of components. Presented is a hydraulic model for a firewater system developed on orthogonal mode. The arrangement and layout of pipes and hydrants were referenced to its plot plan as flashed beside the model. If a 3D representation of hydraulic model is desired, the isometric snap can be engaged. This snap mode is very useful when analyzing and visualizing the behavior and flow regimes of two-phase fluids or potential liquid or vapor traps in the network. The setup also enables users to visualize the relative arrangement and location of equipment installed on the plant as represented in the hydraulic model. If the isometric snap is activated, square mesh arranged 30 degrees and 90 degrees appears on the flowsheet and can be used to guide the arrangement of components. Presented on the flowsheet is an elevated water supply system model prepared in isometric mode. Clearly, we can see on the model the relative arrangement of the pumps, sources, and destination boundaries, as well as the pipe layout for the system. When neither orthogonal nor isometric mode is engaged, the flowsheet operates in free format snap. At this mode, there are no square mesh or grids in the flowsheet to guide users in placing the components in the model. Hence, elements can be dropped freely anywhere in the flowsheet. Now, let's talk about the different settings for the grid. Users also have the option to modify the grid characteristic as hidden, fine, or coarse by accessing the grid characteristic drop-down menu in the standard toolbar. This setting is ignored in the free format snap mode. Finally, let's see how we can efficiently zoom in and out of the flowsheet. On navigating through the flowsheet, users can control the scale of the flowsheet to zoom in and out of components. This can be done through two options. The first option is via holding the Control key and using the mouse scroll bar to zoom in and out to any section on the flowsheet directed by the Selector tool. Alternatively, in combination with the vertical and horizontal scroll bars to navigate on the flowsheet, users can also use the Zoom In and Out buttons in the standard toolbar or apply the Zoom drop-down menu. Take note, however, that when zooming in and out of the flowsheet when grids are turned off, lines would slightly appear diagonal. This is avoided by turning the grids on. These operations allow the user to modify the way the flowsheet is displayed and organize the elements within it. Now let's move on to the next topic, how to place components on the flowsheet.